Torah Life Ministries come out of the world. Messiah people seek the truth.
Hello everybody, it's Paul Neeson of Torah Life Ministries, and we are reading this week's Torah portion, which is number 20. It's Exodus 27:20 to 30:10. And it starts off right here in Exodus 27:20, which says, "You are to order the people of Israel to bring you pure oil of pounded olives for the light to keep the lamp burning continually." Now, nutritionally, spiritually, and on every single level, medicinally, the oils that have been given to us by a wonderful Creator from the foods, from the plants and the leaves and the trees and the grasses, people do not understand the significance of these things. They're not just something to keep something else burning. There's so much significance to it. And they were told to use pure olive oil. They weren't told to use any other type of thing. They could have just said, oh, paper burns, so to keep paper burning. No, but they were told to use pure olive oil. And there's a reason for that. And our Creator has given us all the things that we need medicinally, physically, and spiritually. And if we use it the right way, we will be blessed. But if we use what He's given us the wrong way, not according to His instructions, that's when we lose our blessings. And the opposite of blessings is curses. So we must understand that. And over again in the scriptures, it showed when the people were obedient, how they were blessed. But when they stopped being obedient, they begin to be cursed. So yes, if you're going to eat oils, it should be the pure oil of olives and other pure oils of the fruits and vegetables. And stay away from the genetically modified corn oils and everything else. That's just not good for your health. It goes on to say, and talking about the temple this week and the tabernacle, and it says in Exodus 28:2, "You are to make for your brother Aaron garments set apart for serving our Creator," and to express the splendor of these garments. Now, people always talk about the armor of God and from the New Covenant, and they talk about all these different things. But this here, right here, this here is the holy garments right here. And this is the true armor of our wonderful Creator, the garments that were given for the priest to serve. And it talks exactly how it should be and what they should be. And one of the interesting things as we see this week is they talk about making a breastplate of stones, and each stone represented one of the tribes of Israel. But the place where those stones went were right over the priest's heart. So Israel would always be on their heart. There's an idea, a reason, a plan for everything, and that didn't change with that. And last week we saw in last week's reading how the people gave wholeheartedly. They gave purple scarlets, they gave the fine linens, they gave their gold and everything else. And this week it says to make those holy garments, in Exodus 28:5, they are to use gold, blue, purple, and scarlet yarn and fine linen. The same thing the people gave wholeheartedly last week. So the actual holy garments of the priest were made with objects that were given from the heart of the people wholeheartedly, as it said last week. Just amazing how all this comes together. And we see here again what I just spoke about. It says here in Exodus 28:29, as I just said, Aaron will carry the names of the sons of Israel on a breastplate for judging over his heart when he enters the holy place as a continual reminder before a wonderful Creator. And it spoke about all these things. But after each thing, the thing that stood out to me was, it said what would or wouldn't happen if he listened. It says here in Exodus 28:31, "You are to make a robe for the ritual vest entirely of blue," and then it gives instructions to continuing about the holy garment. But it says, when he does this, you need to do this and follow my instructions. And the last sentence says here in Exodus 28:35, he tells him how to wear it and where to wear it in the holy place and how. And it says, so that he won't die. And then it goes on again in the end of the next paragraph in Exodus 28:38. It says at the end of it, the gift of our Creator will be accepted by him. And then it says here, and following, it says in Exodus 28:43, so that they won't incur guilt and die. So they're telling people here how to avoid a premature death through disobedience, and the answer is obedience. And our Creator will accept the offering when it comes wholeheartedly. And this is what it talks about here. And then it goes on to continue about the sacrificial, the animals, and what organs are to be used, and how the fat is to be burned for the offerings. And it's very interesting, I find, because a lot of people in the New Age health community today will say that the Bible recommends a vegan or vegetarian diet. But we see right here our Creator commanding Aaron and the priest to eat some of the remaining of the sacrificial offering, which was animal meat. So that's very interesting. And again, the only place where we are commanded to eat meat, if we're not priests, is during the Passover. Besides that, if you want to be a vegetarian or vegan, I actually believe it's the healthiest way to live if you do it the correct way. But if you're going to eat meat, do it according to the Word, eat the clean meats, and don't overeat, and you can be healthy as well. So it talks about this, and then it ends off this week, this Torah portion, in Exodus 39. You are not to offer unauthorized incense on it, or a burnt offering, or a grain offering. So this week's telling them what they can and can't do. But the thing that is pretty amazing is how the people gave last week wholeheartedly, and then the priest took those materials, used them in the breastplate. That breastplate went over the heart of the priest, and the priest wholeheartedly, so we remembered what our wonderful Creator did, made that as part of his garments. And our Creator said it over and over again: if you don't follow my instructions, you will die. And how did he say it? He said, well, if you do this, you won't die. So, we're all going to die eventually, but the premature death is what he's talking about through disobedience. All right, everybody, if you have any comments or questions, post them below the video. And next week, we're going to be doing some exciting, one of my favorite Torah portions, so check it out. And if you haven't read the Torah, it's time you start. Open up your scriptures, and the first 5 books are the foundation of the words of our Creator that we need to understand if we want to understand the words of Messiah and what he wanted us to do. All right, this is Paul Nietzsche with Torah Life Ministries. Thanks for checking us out. Until then, have a great day and a great raw life.
Torah Life Ministries come out of the world. Messiah people seek the truth.